So here we are again. We're back for another video. Today is Friday in July the 2nd, 2021. And I can't believe it's already July. This summer is already flying by. It's already halfway over. That's crazy to me. And today is the third video message from my great friend Lilla. And today's message is, I appreciate our talks. I like our conversations that we have about music and writing and poetry. I like that we talk about food and places we want to go and places we like to go. And I like that we talk about ourselves and our lives and our family and our friends, and I like the general things we talk about, like the weather and time and the time differences between my time zone and your time zone. I like that we talk about books we like and writers we like. I like that we share writing with each other. And I've always been very literary minded, so I especially appreciate that aspect of our conversations. It's so nice to talk to you again, and I hope you're having a great evening. I'm sure it's getting late where you are, whereas here it's only in the afternoon as I record this. I'm currently reading, speaking of writing, I'm currently reading a book right now. I'm reading the collected poems of Tennessee Williams, which is very, very good. I very much like it. I very much like poetry, all kinds, by different writers in different styles, both rhyming and non-rhyming verse. And this book is especially great. I'm a big fan of Tennessee Williams. He's mostly known as a playwright. He's most famously a dramatist who wrote some great plays like Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Sweet Bird of Youth, A Streetcar Named Desire, The Glass Menagerie, and a bunch of others. And those are all great, and I've enjoyed the film adaptations of all of those. And he's someone I very much connect with in my own life. His characters and the way he felt himself in his own private life connects with me, and I heavily relate to his feelings of being kind of an outcast from society and being kind of this loner, emotional type, just eager to express his truth and, bring his art to the world. I really like that. And I relate to that in a lot of ways, and it's a way that I felt my entire life. And his plays are so good. I've read them, and I've seen film versions based on them, and they were great. And now reading his poetry, it's just like his plays. Everything he wrote has a very poetic style to it, very expressive, very beautiful use of language. And he, to me, is a master of language. He knew how to use language very well. And if you haven't read Tennessee Williams, I highly encourage you to read one of his plays or some of his poetry, or watch some film versions of his plays that they made into movies. They made movie adaptations of all the plays I just mentioned. My favorite of which was the adaptation of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof that had Elizabeth Taylor in it. It was very great. There was also a film adaptation of a play he wrote called The Fugitive Kind that had Marlon Brando in it. That was a very good movie version of that play. And I got some other books here. A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. The Californios by Louis L'Amour. I'm actually a fan of Westerns. I don't know if I ever told you this before. And I have an anthology here edited by the great Ellen Datlow called The Best of the Best Horror of the Year. Every year, Ellen Datlow does an anthology of horror fiction called The Best Horror of the Year, and she's been doing it for about 16 years at this point, I believe. And this book is kind of like taking from the last several years since she started doing it and compiling the best news stories by the new generation of horror fiction. I've read several stories in this so far, and they're very good. And then I have a pretty recent book by Joyce Carol Oates called Cardiff by the Sea. It's 4 novellas. Oates typically writes very suspenseful, very dark fiction. It's very good. I've read a lot of her writing, and she's written lots and lots of stuff. She's published novels, short stories, novellas, essays, poetry, plays, as well as a bunch of other things. And all of her writing is very, very good. She's one of my favorite writers. So those are some other books that I'm planning on reading soon. So I appreciate you listening to me ramble on about writers I like. And I just appreciate your friendship. I appreciate you being there when I need you. And I'm glad that I can be there for you when you need me. I appreciate your friendship more than I can express. I love you very much. You're just a very, very beautiful and wonderful person. And I admire you greatly. You're such a great, great person. Thank you so much for your kindness, for your love, for your generosity, and especially for your understanding. So I will be back tomorrow with another video message. I don't know when I will record it or upload it, but I will be doing another one. So I hope that you're looking forward to that as much as I am. So until then, I will catch you the next time.